Okay, hello everybody. How are you today? How was your day? Nelson, how was your day today?
Hi, dear. How you been?
How was it?
Hi,
How
good
was it?
afternoon.
It was
Hello?
amazing.
How was to come back to classes? Well, not classes, but how was to come back to school?
Well, I'm not at school
No?
here. No.
No?
Nice.
I'm I'm waiting because I think the principal is going to call the professors the coming week, I hope.
Okay.
So
But
I'm not sure if I'm gonna work in this year, and because nobody have said anything about that.
okay, let's wait then. What about Curly's?
Today
Yeah,
was
how was to
nice at
come?
school. Yep. I'm from the coastal region. We are in classes.
You are in classes or you're just like on planning?
Uh-huh. That like every day we have to work preparing our new classes for our students.
Okay. So we're back. No vacations anymore. Okay. What about Julio? How was it?
Hey, Miss. It was okay. We just finished the first trimester, and we are getting back to our regular classes again. And yeah,
Where
it is
where are
fun.
you from?
I'm from the coast as well. In the coast, we start classes from May and we finish until February.
Oh, got it. So you're that makes sense. Okay. Sorry. Okay, that's great. Okay. So guys, today we're going to go ahead with a video as always. So what we are going to do today is that you're going to pay attention. Why? Because at the end, you're going to have like a discussion about some questions that I'm going to show you at the end of the video. Okay, are you ready? Guys, I was checking and you didn't have any question about the activities that you did in the previous week, right? So no questions, everything is clear. Yep. Everything clear? Yes, no?
Yes, teacher, we got no questions.
Okay. How was it? Was easy to do this kind of exercise? Oh, Ayla is a new student. So don't worry. You can write the equations for the next class. Okay?
Thanks.
Okay. So nobody? No questions? Are you sure?
Teacher, I think that it would be good if you provide us some more examples, some more exercises, because last time when we were working on the phrasal verbs and also the idioms, then it was a good experience, but the point is that I really consider like we really need some more practice. It's just that one. It's not like we got some questions. Well, in my personal case, I got to know questions about that one, but it would be great to have some more practice.
Okay, so you want to practice more, right? So don't worry, because today after the discussion we are going to continue with practice. So we are going to go with the vocabulary practice, okay, which is kind of similar, and so we are going to work on it, okay? But first, don't forget that always everything is not just grammar. So we need to practice listening, speaking. So that's why we are going to watch the video, and after that you're going to answer some questions about or related to this video, right? So please pay attention to the video, so then you're going to be able to answer the questions. Otherwise, you're going to be like, sorry, I didn't pay attention. Okay? So let's go with the video. Oh, guys, I realized that someone wrote like I cannot work on the activities, but remember that the activities are going to be open until Saturday. Why? Because I need to check your questions, and according that I'm going to create a new class. Okay, with your questions I'm going to plan some activities for this class for Monday. So if you're trying to complete the activities on Sunday, you're not going to be able to do it because the activity is until Saturday. Okay? So let's go with the video. Are you ready? The question for today of the video, it's about why does Japan work so hard? Okay, so please, once again, pay attention.
Japan has some of the longest working hours in the world. Nearly a quarter of Japanese companies have their employees work more than 80 hours of overtime per month. Those extra hours are often unpaid. Today, Japan's corporate culture is driven by the so-called salaryman. The salaryman is defined by his loyalty to his company and expected to spend his entire career working for the same firm. The nation's work ethic dates back to what's referred to as Japan's economic miracle, which was its dramatic economic growth beginning in the 1950s, which propelled it to become the world's second largest economy. Inside Japan's corporations, the culture emphasizes the success of a company as a whole to be more important than any single individual, which might explain why one study found that 63% of Japanese felt guilty for taking paid leave. Japan's government has considered several initiatives to curb the number of hours spent at the office, including making it mandatory to take at least 5 vacation days a year and requiring a rest period between the end of one day and the start of another.
Okay, so what are we going to do now? We are going to discuss the video, okay? What are we going to do? I'm going to divide you into vertical rooms, and you're going to answer these questions with your team. After that, we are going to have just 5 minutes, so we are not going to spend too much time. And then after that, you're going to come back, and I'm going to ask, for example, Julio, based on what you have shared with your team, what is the video about? Or do you think it's okay to have long working hours? Why or why not? You got it? Yes? No? So,
Yes.
these questions that you have over here, you are going to talk about it in your breakout rooms. So please try to don't use Spanish, because these kind of activities, it's in order to develop your speaking. If you don't speak English, you're not going to be able to develop that skill. Okay? Don't worry, I'm going to send over here on the chat, I'm going to send you the questions. Wait, because I think that I'm going to send on a screenshot of it. Okay. Okay, so there you go. Perfect. You got it? Please check on the Zoom chat. Yep, you got it?
Yes.
Perfect. So now, if you got it, please go to your room. Hello, Maria Elena. We are working on a team activity. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to send you to a group. Okay?
Hi, good morning. Sorry, good evening. I
Good
was
afternoon.
like, I arrived in this moment at the home.
Don't worry. What I said is that we are working on a team activity, so you're going to go with a team. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Hello, I'm here. I'm just came in, but I have a minute here. I'm so sorry, but I'm trying to. We're working with the platform, right? But which question?
Any sharing the questions. We have to answer this question. We have to, Sandy says that we should use English, avoid to use Spanish because this is an speaking activity. The first one, try to explain the video in your own words. Maybe Annie or Pedro wants to talk about it.
Sorry, I didn't watch the video. I don't know what is the video about. So
What's about the work in Japan? What about the time people work? What do you think about the hours that they are working in Japan?
Thank you, Carlos, for your interaction. That's perfect.
Thanks.
Pedro, it doesn't matter if you didn't watch the video, because just the first question is related to it. For example, let's go with the second one. Do you think it's okay to have long working hours? Why or why not? So it's your opinion. It's not
okay,
necessary to watch the video. It's based on your
okay,
experience, or based on what do you think about it. Okay?
yeah, okay.
So sorry for the interruption. So continue.
Okay.
In my case, can I give my opinion for question number 2?
Okay.
So, I think that it is not okay to have long working hours in our context, because as teachers
more more hours than other countries.
They
Yeah,
they work
they work
long
80 hours per
long
month.
periods. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
they
the question,
consider
but the
themselves
question was, the
as
question that it says that why?
The company, then the solutions we could give them, maybe they wouldn't want to take them. And that's why it's a little bit hard if they feel kind of okay with that. And at least that's what I understood in the video.
Yes, that's very good. And Ayla, what do you think about that one?
About regarding the last question that
Or all
was
of them?
answering, yeah. Okay, that as I told you, okay,
this kind this kind of people, in that case people spend a lot of hours but suffer from deep like stress. Also in some extreme cases I consider that they feel like depressed, yeah, because they don't spend a lot of hours with their, in that case, their family. So I consider that is kind of sad, this part, because you have to balance this, have to balance your personal life, your hobbies, and all of them, and your professional life. Maybe Emily, do you have something in child also? Maybe do you have extra information about that? Something?
Hi. Well, I don't know what happened. I was just transferred into this room and I couldn't really hear what you were talking about. I only heard the last part. But yes, I do think it's very important for people to take rest or different periods to recreate, to spend time with their families, to just kind of take out all of that stress from work.
Yeah, thank you. In that case, we talk about, do you think it's okay to have long working hours? Why or why not? So, Emily, something maybe to add?
Mm, Not at all. Maybe that I don't agree about working for a long time because we can suffer burnout or we maybe don't perform or work as well as when we rest. I think that that's all.
Okay, we are going to move to the next question. What do you think are the effects of long working hours to a person? What do you think? In that case, Shell?
Well, I think it has a relation to what Emily said, that the productivity is really related to how the person is physically and mentally, the well-being. So maybe when people are really stressed and tired out and just they don't have the energy to work or the passion to work, it's going to have long effects on their productivity.
Yeah, it's something important that we have to take care of ourselves, right? So, as you mentioned, Shell, it's important, like in that part, take care of, or in that case, mentally and physically, yeah. Because sometimes when you work for long hours, also for days, maybe your productivity maybe slow down. So I consider that part like a key to have also a break, or in that case, as in the video mentioned, vacation. Yeah, the vacation period. And Emily, maybe do you have
Mm,
something to add?
Maybe that it also has a direct effect on people's health because if you don't feel well and also if you feel stressed, they can they can have a negative effect on your health. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much. And the last question that it's also important. What are some possible solutions to help people who undergo long working hours? What do you think? What are your thoughts about that? Maybe Emily, do you have something, an idea
What are some
related to that question?
more solutions? Mm, I don't know. Maybe like talking with someone that is her or his boss, or try to change your job. I don't know.
Yeah, could be. Well, it depends also about related to the job, maybe. Child, maybe your view?
Yes, I think what we discussed about the periods of rest is important because there are some different types of work. For example, there are people who work 1 or 2 weeks and then the next 2 or 1 week they don't work. And maybe that's something that helps with productivity. Maybe that's a solution, like having a long period of work, but also a long period of rest.
Ah, okay. That's right. I consider as a solution the time of break. Yeah, the break time as you consider it something.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
How was the activity? You finished?
Interesting.
Hmm? Okay, are we all in here? Let me see. Let's wait a little bit for the rest of the people. Okay, so perfect, guys. Let me see. Karen, you work an activity or you just arrived?
Yes, teacher, we
Hello, dear
worked
teacher.
with
I just
all those
arrived to the
questions.
class. Sorry.
Okay, so let's go. Aníbal, you were here, right? So
Yes,
let's
teacher.
go. Let's go with the first question. You are going to try to explain the video in your own words, and you're going to take into account your classmates' words as well. So in order to summarize the video that you watch, okay? So let's.
Okay. Okay. Yes. The video was about the many hours that Japan works in the companies. So we consider that they work a lot. Some works because they earn their money, and also they provide some works because they have to work because they um, need, or maybe the institutions or the companies ask for them to uh, give more hours of working because they need to uh, maybe provide or give hours. I don't know, maybe if these are by free, but they have to work more and show that they want to or they love their jobs and the activities that they do in their company. So that is why they work 80 hours a week. And um, I don't know, maybe some people could be in agreement of that because sometimes we have to, as we say in Spanish, in our country, arrimar el hombro in order to grow up the companies, in order to get better in their economies. just for people who maybe need and together as a team uh, grow up with their companies.
Okay, thank you so much, Aníbal. Let's go with someone else. Let me see. Rolando. Rolando.
Yes,
Do
yes,
you
teacher.
think do you think it's okay to have long working hours? Why or why not? So you are going to take into account your classmate answer as well. Okay?
Okay. Well, first off, I would say that it is not so good to have so many hours working in a place or working on something because of the fact that people are going to get very stressed out just because the fact that at the very beginning they got a lot of energy in order to do something, and then little by little people really need to rest a little bit. But if we don't get some rest, then we're gonna get sick. For instance, we can get some stress. We can also get some other diseases in our bodies, and also I don't know if you have heard this, but some people also don't eat very well at midday just because of the fact that they have to work, or they are working in a place and also they are eating, and so basically they don't really rest. And that one is also very bad because at the end of the day, if we do it that one every single day, we're going to get any kind of disease in our body maybe in 1 or 2 or 3 years. Yeah, that's why I think I really consider it is not so good to work so many hours without stopping. So we really need to have some breaks.
Thank you.
That's my answer, teacher.
Thank you, Rolando. And actually, I'm going to take that as an example, guys. When you are taking an exam, always don't forget that you have to try to include in your speech like connectors which show your level. Like at the beginning, Rolando said first of all, and then he start with his speech. And then I consider when you are trying to explain what do you think, right? So don't forget to try to use that kind of connectors when you are talking. Okay? Let me see. Ayla. Ayla. What do you think are the facts?
Yes, miss.
Yeah. What do you think are the facts of long working hours to a person?
Okay. From my point of view, I could say that the facts about that is that a person could be stressed, or maybe the employer is not able to have a good job or to have a good result because the stress uh, doesn't let you to work very well, to have good results. Also, you have stress, and maybe you can have uh, mm, problems with your family, maybe because we have to uh, we work more hours at home, and that's why we don't pay attention to our daughter or our son, and we have different problems.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your participation. And let's go with the last one, which is going to be Eddie. Eddie, what are some possible solutions to help people who undergo long working hours?
As I mentioned inside in my group, I propose some possible solutions to help people if they have long working hours. For instance, in Google company, the employers have special rooms where you can relax. You have relaxing activities, for example, footballing, or you have some special sofas that you get massages in your body. That is one possible solution. Another one could be the teachers have a long breaks in order to check your activities for the next hour, or you could have time to talk with your partners or drink a hot coffee with your colleagues in order to relax. And after that, you continue with your working schedule. Finally, I have to say, I give you just two solutions, possible solutions for this question.
Okay, thank you so much for your participation as well. Okay, so what are we going to do now is that we already practice use of English. We practice reading at home, right? So today we are going to go with listening. When we are talking about listening, we are going to have different kind of exercise. Okay, so the first exercise that you have when you are talking about a certificate exam, which one is the first question that you are going to find when you are talking about listening? Who can tell me? Is there anybody there?
I'm not so sure, but maybe if I remember, it is that we have to listen a short paragraph and we have some question with multiple choice activities. We have 3 or 4 options, and according to the listening, or maybe we have pictures and we have to choose the best one.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes you're right. But the first one, when you are talking about the C1, is going to be you are going to have questions like this. Let me share my screen with you. Can you see? You are going to have questions like this, and you are going to have a listening per question. Okay? So what are you going to do? You are going to listen and answer the question that you are going to have like this. Okay? So you are going to have a set of questions, and then you are going to have, of course, that the listening is not going to be divided as in this activity. How is it going to be? It's going to be one listening, and it's going to go until the end of the activity. Okay? So in this case, it's divided. What do we have to do in this kind of exercise? Who can tell me? Just listening and try to answer the question?
Good evening, teacher. In
Maybe.
my case, first I try to read the question and get a picture on my mind in order to have an idea in order to what I am going to listen, and it is easier in order to answer the question. After that, I listen the audio and I answer the question, obviously. In my case.
Thank you, Carlos. Actually, here, you're going to have, this is the same book as you have. So you're going to have something like this. If you click in here, you're going to have some advices. As you can see over here, what do you have to do? Let me see, Jacqueline, can you help me with the reading?
Of course. Understanding the reason why a person is saying something is an important life skill. It's also tested in part 1.
Okay, thank you. So as Carlos said at the beginning of this kind of exercise, what we are going to do, first, read the question. If you are listening, if you're doing an listening exercise, always at the beginning it says you're going to have 30 minutes in order to check the questions. And then what do you have to do? You don't have to just wait for the listening, because if you didn't read, you are not going to have time to read and listening at the same time. So that's one mistake. And then once you already read that, the listening has gone and you're not going to be able to repeat it. Okay? So first of all, you have to take advantage of this time, and you have over here, you hear a man and a woman talking to each other. You have to focus on the question. What are you looking for? What is the man trying to do? So that's what you are going to look for. What is he trying to do? Right? And then you're going to go to the options and you are going to try to underline or catch the important parts for you. So, for example, in the first part, he's trying to apologize, right? And the second one, disagreeing. And in the last one, justifying his actions. So now we are going to listen and then you are going to choose the correct answer. You are going to choose the correct answer. So what is the man trying to do? Get it? Apologizing, disagreeing, justifying. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So let's go. Just let me share again because I think that I didn't share the sound.
Hi, honey. How was your day?
Pretty busy. The meeting with Jonas didn't go well. I think I have to rethink the strategy for this quarter. Anyway, I don't really want to talk about work. How was your day?
Yeah, it was all right. I think I might have to go to Lisbon next week with work. I should find out by Friday. Oh, did you stop by Smith's?
No, I'll do it tomorrow.
Well, I had counted on you, and to be honest, you've disappointed me.
But I simply didn't have time to pick up the prescription. The train was delayed, and had I stopped at the chemist, I would have missed the connecting bus.
That's all well and good, but now I'll have to do it myself, once again.
Okay. Most of the time you're going to listen twice. So, you got it or you want me to repeat it again?
One more
Repeat
time,
one more
please.
time, please.
One more time. Okay.
Hi, honey. How was your day?
Pretty busy. The meeting with Jonas didn't go well. I think I have to rethink the strategy for this quarter. Anyway, I don't really want to talk about work. How was your day?
Yeah, it was all right. I think I might have to go to Lisbon next week with work. I should find out by Friday. Oh, did you stop by Smith's?
No, I'll do it tomorrow.
Well, I had counted on you, and to be honest, you've disappointed me.
But I simply didn't have time to pick up the prescription. The train was delayed, and had I stopped at the chemist, I would have missed the connecting bus.
That's all well and good, but now I'll have to do it myself, once again.
Okay, so let me see who didn't participate today. Karen, can you tell me the answer for this one? Karen, are you there?
I think so could be the last one.
The last one. Okay.
It's done.
No? Who said it's not?
I said it's done.
Yeah, perfect. Actually, that's the answer because you already
Yeah.
did that. That's an example, right? Yeah, you're paying attention. Very good. Okay.
He was justifying like an Ecuadorian guy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. So
What is
let's
the
go.
correct answer in number one?
Sorry?
What is the correct answer in number one?
The last one, as you said.
The last one, okay.
It's done, actually. This is an example. If you can see
Okay.
over here, it's already answered. So,
okay. Well, that was an example. But
you
wow.
did it better. Very good.
Yeah, I did it. I didn't think that was a mark.
You didn't realize. Don't worry, me neither. Okay. So, now let me see. We are going to go with the next one. Same thing, okay? So you're not going to have time to go one by one. In this case, we are working like this because we are practicing. But remember, when they said you're going to have 30 seconds in order to check the equations, you have to do this with all the equations. Got it? So, for example, you hear a woman talking to her friend on the phone. This is not relevant, right? What is the important thing? What is she doing? Right?
The question.
The equation, exactly. Thank you. I don't know who said that, but the equation is the important thing.
Carlos.
Thank you. Okay, so the question, you have to focus on the question because that's what you are looking for, okay? So what is she doing? And at the same time as that said, you have to go to the answers that you have. So for example, in this case, you don't have to try to remember all the whole sentence, okay? What do you have to do? Go for the important stuff. So over here, this, right? What is the important thing in the second one? Who can tell me?
Persuading.
Perfect.
Make a promise.
Thank you
The
so much.
action.
And then the last one, making a promise.
Make a promise.
Making a promise.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Now we are going to listen and you're going to go with the answer. Are you ready?
Sorry. What is the meaning of commiserating?
What is the meaning of commiserating?
Yeah.
Is anybody, someone?
Compadeciéndose.
Compadeciéndose.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah, got it. So, you got it? ¿Alguien más? So, sorry, someone else, a question?
No more questions. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Claire, I understand. I really do. It sounds like you're having a really tough time. What with the move and your new course at uni, I'm not sure I could have done it. Oh, please stop crying. I hate hearing you this upset. I'm sure it'll get easier. I get that you're a bit down, but you know what? You should be really proud of yourself. You've achieved an awful lot in the last few weeks. Try to remember why you started this course. I know it's hard work, but you can do it. I believe in you 100%. Remember, you have a friend in me who's always here to listen.
Mm-hmm. Do you need an extra time once again?
Yes, please.
Please, let's
Once again,
listen one more
please.
time.
Okay, thank you.
Claire, I understand. I really do. It sounds like you're having a really tough time. What with the move and your new course at uni, I'm not sure I could have done it. Oh, please stop crying. I hate hearing you this upset. I'm sure it'll get easier. I get that you're a bit down, but you know what? You should be really proud of yourself. You've achieved an awful lot in the last few weeks. Try to remember why you started this course. I know it's hard work, but you can do it. I believe in you 100%. Remember, you have a friend in me who's always here to listen.
Okay, perfect. Let's go with Rolando. What's the answer in this case?
To be honest with you, teacher, I really, in my personal opinion, it is both. We got two answers in this case because that one really sounds like number one and number two. But I think it is number one.
Okay.
According to but it looks like
Me.
I think
The first one.
I think
agree.
Okay, so raise your hand because I think that it's not.
Let me go first, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
For me, the
yes,
second
it's
option.
the second option, I think.
okay.
She's
First one,
persuading.
the first one.
It is the second
She's
option.
persuading her
She's
friends
persuading her
to
friend
work
to work
harder.
harder. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
In my opinion, it's the first one. She's
For me,
commiserating her
persuading.
friend.
So
For me, it's the
It's
first one.
it's a letter B because perhaps you are confusing the first one because she is speaking in a way that she is feeling pity for her friend, but that is the tone that she's using. But she's not doing that. She is for sure trying to convince her friend to do something better at work. Not at work, at a university. I think it's studies. Well, that's my opinion.
Okay.
I agree with Julio. Yeah,
In
I
this
think
case, the answer is
B.
number one.
Teacher, something here important to mention is in listening, there is a little trick here. Always, during the conversation, you are going to listen work or hard work or her friend. But we are going to analyze all the details during the conversation. And after that, you are going to decide what is the correct. So if you find the correct answer, always you have to identify what is the main activity. All the words, all the vocabulary are going to mention during the conversation. But when I listen that, I recognize that one person is feel little sad for a course, or I don't know, to push your friend to do a good work. And that is the reason why I selected the option number one.
Thank you, Eddie. Let's see, Carlos, you want to say something?
Yeah. In the first stage, I was confusing with the first one and the third because she could make a promise, but I didn't hear, for example, the modal verb will in order to make a promise. So I discard that option, and for me, the first one is because the tone that she is not with, I don't know, the attitude or happy attitude according to the situation. On the other hand, she said, "Please don't cry." So I think that she feel that the friend could do the things in another way in order to the another opportunity. But in this part, in the present, she was I don't know commiserating with the friend.
Thank you, Carlos.
From my point of view.
Thank you, Carlos. You guys are correct here. Most of the time, we are like accustomed to. If you are listening to an audio, you used to be like, oh, she said persuading, so maybe this is going to be the answer. She said making a promise. But remember that when you are talking about a higher level, the fact is that you have to pay attention to the whole conversation, and after that, you have to try to answer. So, for example, over here we have the speech. Let me see, Jacqueline, can you help me with the reading?
Emily, Claire, I understand, I really do. It sounds like you are having a really tough time. What with the movie and your new course at I'm sorry, it's hard to for me to read. At uni?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. I'm not sure. I could have done it. Please.
Uni is the same as university.
University. Okay. I'm not sure. I could have done it. Please stop crying. I have hearing you this upset. I'm sure it'll get easier. I get that you're a bit down, but you know what? You should be really proud of yourself. You've achieved an awful lot in the last few weeks. Try to remember why you started this course now. It's hard work, but you can do it. I believe in you 100%. Remember, you have a friend in me who's always here to listen.
Thank you, Jacqueline. So here, is she making a promise to her friend? No, right?
No.
Absolutely not.
Is trying to persuade to do something. No, right? Actually, no.
No.
So, of course, the answer is going to be this one. Is that clear, guys? Or do you have any question?
Yes. Now it's clear.
Okay,
Yes,
No,
teacher,
that's
that one is
clear.
clear.
Yes.
but
That option is the one number one.
In a real situation is something that you do with your friend in a real situation, not just for the activity. In the real situation, you do that with your friend from my point of view.
Okay, thank you, Carlos. Now, guys, don't worry if we make mistakes because we are practicing in here. So, everybody make mistakes. That's how we learn, right? Practice makes perfect. So, what we are going to do is that we are going to work on the next one. Are you ready? Remember, what do you have to do first?
Read the question is the most important part for the listening activity.
Read the question and you have to look for, you have to understand what the question is trying to say and what do you have to look for, right? You hear a woman talking to a man. This is not relevant, right? What is relevant? What's the woman doing?
What's the woman doing?
Right? So you know that what you have to focus on what is she doing, and you are not going to be paying attention to irrelevant stuff, right? So in sentence number 1, what is the relevant thing?
Telling.
Telling.
Coming.
Telling.
Telling off.
Coming
Telling
and
off
not
or not
telephone.
coming. That's the
Uh-huh.
most important thing. The verb, the action.
Thank you. Let's go with the next one.
Persuade.
Trying to persuade. Trying to persuade.
Persuade. Uh-huh. I mean, persuade, I think that it's general, right? More than try. So persuade. And what else? The last one?
Showing approval.
Perfect. So now we are going to listen and let's go for the answer. Okay?
Sorry, Olivia, but I don't think I can drop by your party on Saturday. I have too much on right now.
I know it's time for finals, but if you study extra hard on Saturday, surely you deserve a bit of a break in the evening. Just think of how much fun it'll be. Also, I think you've done so well in your course so far. You work so much harder than most students.
You have no idea how much revision I still have to get done. I wish I'd attended all my lectures now instead of going out so much this term.
You didn't go out much at all. You're always here, cooped up in here with your head in a book. Come on, don't be a spoil sport. It wouldn't be the same without you.
Let's go once again, okay?
Sorry, Olivia, but I don't think I can drop by your party on Saturday. I have too much on right now.
I know it's time for finals, but if you study extra hard on Saturday, surely you deserve a bit of a break in the evening. Just think of how much fun it'll be. Also, I think you've done so well in your course so far. You work so much harder than most students.
You have no idea how much revision I still have to get done. I wish I'd attended all my lectures now instead of going out so much this term.
You didn't go out much at all. You're always here, cooped up in here with your head in a book. Come on, don't be a spoil sport. It wouldn't be the same without you.
Okay, I think that I have some answers in here.
Letter B.
They told me letter B. Uh-oh. Let me see what's going on. That I already sent the answer. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I'm going to go back to the exercise. Okay, sorry. I got it. In this case, sure. Can you see my screen? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. So you told me what was the answer?
B.
You told me B,
The
right?
second one.
The second one, yes.
Let's submit. And yep, you're right. She's trying to persuade the man to do something, right? That was easy, right? Was easier. I mean, once you practice, it get easier, right? Let's go with the last one. So let me see. You hear a man talking to a woman. So what are we going to look for? What is the man doing now, right? In the first sentence, what is the important thing?
Advising.
Advising the woman.
Showing approval.
Showing approval.
And in the third one?
Writing to this.
Perfect. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, teacher.
I feel like I've been thinking about nothing else for months. I've debated all the pros and cons over and over. I guess it was time for me to make up my mind.
For what it's worth, I think you made the right decision. You know, I thought that right from the start.
Thanks, Carter. It wasn't an easy one. I hope you're right. I still feel slightly apprehensive about what will happen in the end.
I bet you'll be thanking me for my advice this time next year. Mark my words, you won't regret this.
Okay, let's go once again. I think that we have an answer, but let's go again. Do you need to listen again, or you got it?
Let's listen again, please.
Yes, please, one more time.
Okay, let's go.
I feel like I've been thinking about nothing else for months. I've debated all the pros and cons over and over. I guess it was time for me to make up my mind.
For what it's worth, I think you made the right decision. You know, I thought that right from the start.
Thanks, Carter. It wasn't an easy one. I hope you're right. I still feel slightly apprehensive about what will happen in the end.
I bet you'll be thanking me for my advice this time next year. Mark my words, you won't regret this.
So what's he doing? Let me see.
Letter V.
Letter B.
Letter B. Let's check.
Yes, he's showing approval. In my opinion, too.
Let me try again. Let me share with you. Can you see my screen now?
Not yet. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, so the last one, as you said, this is B. He's showing approval, right? How was it, guys? It get easier by practicing? What do you think? But not all at the same time, please. What do you think?
It became easier as we start practicing more.
Thank you. Yeah. So that's why you at home, you have to practice by yourself. These exercises are the same exercise from the book. Got it? So what we are going to do is, sorry, I don't know why this is doing that. Okay. So what we are going to do is that I'm going to open these activities for you, listening activities for this week. Okay? So we are going to do the first 4 activity that you have over here. Okay? Questions? No?
You mean assignments, right?
Yeah, I will do that. So, and then you are going to do as well, tomorrow we are going to check vocabulary and speaking. And then I'm going to send you some activities for this week as well, related to what we are doing. So I'm not going to tell you right now because we didn't practice yet, okay? But I'm going to explain to you the next class. I mean, this is, no, don't worry. My bad, I thought that today was Monday.
What means Monday?
Sorry, could you tell me in what part of the book are there this exercise, please?
Sure. Over here you have an English lab. Don't forget that you have to go to English lab. Extra practice. We are doing that part. Extra practice, and then
Okay.
and then I'm going to open. These are the activities that it's supposed that you had to do. I'm going to check who did it and who didn't. Okay. Okay. So today we are going to practice on listening, and then we are going to go vocabulary. Okay, this part of vocabulary, it's easy. I'm going to show you. It's the same as we were practicing. Do you remember collocations?
Yes.
So it's the same. I'm going to open 4 as well. Okay, now until 5, because in 5 you review all the activities. Okay, so 4 for listening and 5 for vocabulary. This is not difficult. This is as a game. Okay, So, for example, you have over here, first of all, you have the vocabulary. And then you go to the next part, and then you have to use that vocabulary in this exercise. Okay? Is that clear, guys? Yes?
Yes,
No?
teacher, very clear.
Yeah,
Okay.
questions?
We're going to practice this week.
Yeah, you have to. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, right. Perfect. Thank you so much. I was flying to the moon. I thought that today was Monday. I don't know why. Yeah, probably because it was like vacations. Okay, it was a holiday. Okay, guys. So thank you so much. It was a pleasure to see you. Enjoy the rest of the week and see you on Monday. Don't forget to do your activity until Saturday. Bye.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a
Take
nice
care. Bye.
Thank
Teacher.
you.
You too,
Thank you very
guys.
much.
Bye.
Topes,
Have a
topes.
nice weekend,
Thank you.
teacher.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you. Bye.